have an MBA and also a master's in international relations. I have over 18 years experience in product and brand management and also in general in marketing communications. Well, it's had a pretty dramatic impact on my finances. I had my IRA, my retirement savings. I initially had some severance, so I had to go through everything one by one. I have my subsidized COBRA health insurance, and that's running out at the end of this month, so now I have to look for alternatives that will probably be more expensive than that. My husband has not been doing well. His health has not been well, has not enabled him to continue with his work. So basically we don't have any income coming in. I've pretty much gone through my Ohio or my state unemployment and now looking to see if I can get some federal unemployment. That only kind of makes a dent, and a little bit of dent in the bucket. Well, I mean, lose my home because if I sell my house, I can't really get a loan to buy another house. I can't even get an apartment. So, I might have to go to bankruptcy, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I am one of the lucky ones to find employment, even though I'm over the age of 50. And what I liked so much about your group that touched me was it talked about the family and the community. Who do we talk to? So we come to a job club. You've done a great job in making it a positive and giving a positive spin on making it where it's okay to talk about the family issues. I had a master's degree. I had done everything right. And it was still a different job market, and it was tough trying to find a job. And without the help of a job club, I don't know if I would have a job today.
Well, I'm an architect. I've been registered as an architect for 25 years now. That requires an advanced degree, it's a Master of Architecture degree. I did file for unemployment with the state and did the filing that they require also with the state jobs hotline, which has not come up with a single thing in a year. If I have to sort of decide that I'm retired now at the age of 54 and start living off what I thought I might be starting to live off of 10 or 15 years down the road, I don't know. I'm sort of at that age now where it's getting harder and harder to find a job, because what jobs I do see out there in architecture, they're looking for somebody with 5 or 10 years experience, not someone with 30 years experience. I have one son.
Okay.
He's 12, and he had quite a bit of concern, especially at first, worrying about whether we were going to lose our home and what would we do. Fortunately, I've been able to reassure him somewhat about that.
In particular, I felt a loss of identity, a good level of self-confidence. So if it's demeaning to me, I can imagine those people out there that don't have the self-confidence, what it does to them. You just kind of bump around when you don't have a job. You spend time first feeling sorry for yourself, then you are very angry, and it is, as they say, definitely the same feelings you have when you lose someone very dear to you. In this day and age, there just aren't things out there, particularly in this area, and I don't know if this is a national trend or not. Many job openings now, as I'm sure you are very much aware of, Diana, say unemployed need not apply. I have had to go to Social Security, take my Social Security early. I'm pretty much at the end of my financial ropes.
I'm an IT professional. I have a bachelor's degree. I have over 15 years of experience. I'm looking for work right now. I've been out of work for about 14 months, and I'm finding it difficult to find jobs to apply to. Apparently my job was a cost-cutting cutback. It was a total shock. It was one of those situations where a person walked up to my desk and escorted me to the door, and they brought a box full of my things from my desk that were personal things, and asked me to leave. And there was no real severance or any kind of advance notice of any kind. Yes, I did go through the One Stop again, okay. And they told me, and this was early last year, I'm going to say, I don't know, March or so of 2010, maybe a little later than that. They told me that all of their WIA money was allocated and that there would be no funds available until July or so of 2011. So I don't even know if I'm eligible for those, but that was an attempt of me to try to see if I could complete that training and use my time more effectively.
Because it sounds like if you were able to get some additional skills, you feel that that would be a little bit more helpful in you landing a job.
I feel like it would make me more competitive and give me something else to put on my resume that would make me more attractive.